Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. It's been a while, but I mean, you guys know what the deal is with this channel is by now, right? I make them when I can. I don't keep a schedule. You know, lazy son of a bitch. That's me. So today I thought it'd be fun to make a 20 facts about me video, because I sure do love to talk about myself. I've seen a lot of these lately, and I kind of got inspired to do it today, so I mean, we're gonna do it. Also, two things before we start. First, new location. I just moved, so I got new setups, new lights, light singular, one light, and two, you may have noticed I have my wrist wrapped up. Nothing serious at all, nothing bad. I may have lifted something that was a tad too heavy at an awkward position, and I may have messed up my wrist, and I did this, by the way. I didn't go to no doctor, no hospital. I just wrapped it up myself. So most of my friends already know this about me, but I may as well give a brief resume of who I am and such. I have a background in film, therefore I'm a filmmaker, actor, editor, screenwriter. I'm also an aspiring singer, and what else? I could have just said an artist, but that's too vague, so I do all those things. I listen to a lot of pop music. Like pop, dance pop, like boy band music, like love ballad kind of deal, R&B and such. Like I like that music. I like it. I even auditioned for this boy band group in Florida like a year ago. They were looking for new members, but I didn't fit the age group. I was too old. Actually, you know what? For the remainder of this video, I will do these 20 facts with a comb in my beard. Just cause. I went to 3 proms. I went to my own and got invited to 2 others. In fact, at my own, me and my date made the newspaper. I mean, the paper only puts out like the hottest couples too, right? So like, no shit, I was there. Cockiness aside, here's the picture. I took a picture of it because it was on my fridge for the longest time. Now it's not, but I took a picture of it and I'm glad. And here are some other pictures from the other 3 proms. Good times. So fears. We all have fears. Mine. Well, I mean, I have a fear of heights. First off, I have a fear of heights, like big time. I will take 4 steps on a ladder and just get really scared and really like tense. I could probably climb a ladder, but I'll have quite the panic attack about it. But my biggest fear, this dates back to like my childhood when I used to watch Cold Case Files with my mom, or we'd watch like old like 48 Hours or like murder mystery kind of deals, and like in every single case, like they talk about like murder and all that stuff, and it'd be right late at night, right before I go to bed. So I'd be terrified if someone like broke into my house, or broke into my room rather, and killed me while I was sleeping. To this day, too, like when I used to live at my dad's house and I'd have the house to myself for like days, given the right circumstances, depending on what I like play or watch, I will actually get a little scared because it's a big house and it's a little old me. So I used to play football back in the day, back when I was 11 years old. I didn't want to. My dad made me. He was the head coach, and I was the shortest guy in the league by like a foot. I didn't do jack for the team. I did not provide any like positive performance to the team at all because I couldn't. I was too short. Thanks a lot, Dad. So I like video games. I play a lot of RPGs and adventure games and stuff. But I also balance that with like I like to play outside. I like to play sports. Like I love football now. I like to play ball hockey. So there's really a good balance of wanting to play video games and then wanting to go outside and get some exercise and do activities and such. Oh, I just hit the mic. Oh, fuck. The mic's right there. I don't even know if you see this or not, but I have only ever had one job in my life. I am 23 years old, and I have only worked at the Irving, right by where I live right now. On and off since 2010, I have worked at that Irving. I quit twice. Once, when I moved to Fredericton for film school, and 9 months ago when I had to quit because of the back problems I was having at the time. If you don't know what I'm talking about, there's some videos right here you can click. Bonus fact, every time I film something, my friends always text me to ruin the recording. I'm gonna read this now. This was kind of a weird one, but I like math. I like math. More specifically, I just like numbers. Like, I like calculating things in my head. It's just a fun thing that I like to do. I hate it when someone's like, hey, what's 35 plus 37? Like, for me, I see 72, just like that. You know, other people, they need to get their calculator, or they'll start counting with their fingers. Oh, counting with your fingers, goddamn. While we're on the topic of math, so this is kind of a nerdy fact in two different ways. I have been single for 98.8% of my life. And let's round that up to 99. I've only ever had one girlfriend for 3 months. And I'll have you know, I calculated that without a calculator. And then I double checked with a calculator afterward. I was pretty close. I have never broken any bones in my body. I had surgery 3 months ago for my back. I had a herniated disc. But I'm not going to go into details about that because I already talked about it in these two videos, before and after. This is kind of a weird one. I love sneezing. I just do. I should have probably stated, like, in the start of the video that I'm a weird guy, but I think you already know that by now anyway, so we'll move on. So I hate going downtown. I'm not a big fan. Mostly because it's just, I don't like the idea of having to pay to get into a club and then pay too much for drinks, where I could go to a house party, say, not pay anything, and pay my own booze, like, a lot cheaper than you'd pay in the clubs. Like, it's, you know, money savings. I don't know. So, I'm a very shy guy. Not that shy. I like fruit. I like a lot of fruits, apples, oranges, watermelons, but my favorite fruit has to be the blueberry. There's a funny story. I drink a lot of blueberry beer, right? So I go to this party, and this guy who's had quite a few, he starts calling everybody just fruits for some reason. He just starts calling everybody different kinds of fruit, like your apple, your strawberry, and then he looks at me and he says, your blueberry. We were like, okay. But then the next time we all met up, mine was the only one that stuck because I was drinking blueberry beer. And after being called blueberry, I realized, like, man, I actually do love blueberries. Blueberry pie is my favorite kind of pie. Blueberry everything is usually what I'll choose if there be the option. Whether it's blueberry ice cream or blueberry like smoothies or like anything. Blueberry is always number one for me. So that was a good call. And while I love fruit, I despise seafood. Being a maritimer too, and hating seafood, like, you know, shame on me and such. Like, I know, but I just can't. I tried too. For the love of God, I tried, but I just don't like it at all. I'm sorry. So an example of my childhood versus my adulthood and how, like, we're two totally different times in my life. When I was a kid, I was more of a daredevil, and I was a lot more outgoing. You'd see me, like, my mom would take pictures of me, like, doing things, like, I'd stand atop my bike seat, like, I'd have training wheels on it or whatever, but I'd still be, like, standing up with my arms up in the air, like rolling too. I wouldn't do that now, even with training wheels, because I'd be too scared to just fall and, like, hurt myself. And, like, back when I was a kid, like, I was a lot more outgoing. I remember school dances back when I was 12. Man, I used to ask out, like, so many girls to dance, and, like, most of them would say yes, but I wasn't scared to ask them. Whereas now I'm a little more shy, and I just don't anymore. I am an animal lover. I would say my favorite pet would be a dog. Well, my favorite common pet would be a dog. I'd love to have, like, oh man, I actually don't know. I don't know, Luke in editing will probably think of something and put it on screen. There. Yeah, that'd be a cool pet. I suffered from depression for about 3 years, from 2012 to 2015. And mostly, like, it was due to, like, my back. Like, my back was a huge, like, mental struggle for me because it was 17 months of having to deal with pain and then rehabilitation and all that. It's really hard to deal with, and like and then prior to that, like being single for, you know, all your life, like being like 21 and not, like, never having a relationship and just it always not working out. Like, you get mentally ill, you start thinking really unhealthy thoughts, and it's not a way to live. Like, it's not. I don't. Oh, whew, sorry about that. My camera died. I had to wait till the next day to finish this video. To summarize, though, everything now is a lot better. No longer depressed. All of that's behind me now, and I can move forward. I am so excited for the future because I'm able to work now. I have the choice of where I want to work. The future is so unexpected, but it's just so exciting for me. In any case, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you watched it all the way to the end, bye, dog. If you watched it all the way to the end, thank you so much. It really means a lot to me. Now I want to know some things about you. So if you got a facts video you'd like to make, I'd like to see it. Just send me the video, send me the link, or make a video response to it. Anything works. So thank you guys so much for watching. I can't thank you enough. Thank you. I'll see you next time.